That glowing light up ahead of me is Timmy. And that's what I just ran into when he stopped suddenly on the trail. Had to get that on camera. Come on, Timmy, I'm 40 years old. You can keep up.
I'm 52.
Probably at the highest point we've been at. Around 5,000 feet. We started around less than 3, so we made a good climb today. One of the hikers said that the shelter we're staying at tonight is the highest one on the AT. At over 5,000 feet, so lots of trees are blown over. We do a lot of maintenance on the trail. Whew. I've been glad to have my walking stick to really help on the uphill and even on the downhill. When it's level, they're almost a nuisance, but that's not too bad. If I decide to do this a whole lot, I'm definitely gonna get those ski pole things that everybody uses. But for as much as I go hiking, some branches that I find on the ground will do. Got 2 different species. I don't know what they are. Ooh, there's some pretty ferns. Haven't seen the Christmas stocking fern yet. I've seen those in Virginia. They're cool. Every little leaf looks like a stocking. And then they get smaller as they progressively go outward. Whew. It's been interesting to see these rocks just out in the middle of nowhere, kind of like a volcano explosion that happened long ago. It just looks really out of place. There's a nice mossy log. Decay doing its thing. Man, the trees just started whipping like crazy. Oh, with it being so windy, I hear these cracking of lumber. Trees are just swaying, and all of a sudden, you know, every now and then you hear a crack or you hear a tumble. Oh, almost picked up a minute per mile. I was at 30 even last time I clicked on 5 minutes ago, but now my knees are not liking me. If this was cold weather, it'd be awful. Cold weather does a number on your joints. When I was in college, actually no, I had graduated because we lived in Hurricane, and friends of mine were Dave Tate and some others were going hiking in Zion's National Park down the Narrows, and it was in October, and that wasn't a big deal, but the fact that we had to walk through about, I think it was like 3 or 4 miles, maybe more, of water that at times was up to your waist, that was runoff in October. It's very cold, and cold on your joints is just awful. It's like you have no cartilage. Your cartilage just stiffens up and it is awful. My knees are kind of feeling that same sensation right now. I've got some ibuprofen, so I'll probably be taking that later this evening. But I'm only about 2 miles from the shelter according to my GPS app. Hiking, trekking, cycling app. Going downhill has not been fun on my knees. When I got back from that October trip in the Narrows, I just got in a bathtub of hot water. Miranda was a little concerned about me, because she said that, you know, I never take baths, and when I said I need a hot bath, and I just laid in there forever trying to get back to normal. She was a little concerned, but it went away. That was back when I was in my 20s too. And now I'm almost 40. Carrying 40 pounds on my back. But it's not October. And it's not cold. It's actually been gorgeous weather for hiking. We got a strong breeze, no rain. Couldn't ask for anything better. There's Benjamin. He's coming up. Starting to rain. So we're MacGyvering our packs with our trash bags. Time to check out the waterproofness of my camera, because it's coming down. We found this little outcropping of a rock here and decided to hunker down. While it rains. My gear is all dry, and that's important because I don't want to sleep in a wet sleeping bag. But I'm getting wet. But now that I'm against the wall, I'm doing a lot better. Boy, that rain's really slowed us down. I was pacing about 29 minutes a mile, and then now we're up in the 40s. That we're kind of going up in elevation.
Oh, we're gonna get some pretty views.
Yeah, you can see the Smoky Mountains out that way. I'm gonna take off my sail. Blowing us over. So, day 2. We were the last ones in yesterday and the first ones out this morning. My knees bothered me, and Benjamin was kind enough to carry the tent for me. These guys found a resting. Forrest has his old school Nintendo. So I wonder, somebody laid out all these stones? Or do you think this is natural? I think they did too. That's a lot of work. That right there, Smoky Mountains. Appalachian, whatever you want to say. And they took rebar and pounded it into the rocks so those logs would stay that we were just walking on. That's some engineering. What? Yeah. How long has she been there? It's a treacherous bridge crossing. Beware the troll underneath. Oh, there's two of them. I even chainsawed the top to give it some texture and traction. That's the heavy rock. Oh man, somebody got their water on there. Hopefully they'll come back and get them. Keeping their water cold.